Studies show that spending time in nature is linked to less stress, improved moods, and better concentration. And kids who feel connected to nature are happier and feel a responsibility to protect the environment. And joining us to share children's books that help little ones appreciate nature and the world around them is KidLit lover John Masalonis. Welcome!
Good morning, Laura. Really excited about this empowering reads for kids.
John, take us inside the pages of Rana Boulos's new book, Pearl the Raindrop, The Great Water Cycle Journey.
Laura, imagine that you're a teeny drop of water in the vast blue sea. In this empowering read, children will go on a fun and educational adventure with Pearl and her friend Dewey as they go through the water cycle process. Now, your little ones may have questions like, where does rain come from? How do clouds appear? And how does the water make its way back to sea? Children are able to learn about evaporation, and condensation, and precipitation, and do so in an educational and a fun way. The story works out in the end as well, Laura, as Pearl and Dewey show us to not fear change and to enjoy the entire journey of life.
It's a beautifully illustrated book with such endearing characters, and kids can visualize abstract concepts like evaporation and condensation. I think kids are really gonna soak this book up.
100%.
Now let's dive into the pages of our next book, Spencer the Spark, Not All Wildfires Are Bad, the newest installment in the Nature Speak series.
Laura, not all wildfires are bad, and in fact, they're essential to some trees and to plants. Now, in this empowering read, we're introduced to Spencer, who's a feisty little spark who travels with the wind to the pine forest and becomes a mighty wildfire, burning the trees of the forest one by one. But it's not all bad, as the heat from the wildfire is what Polly the pine cone needs to be able to open up her scales and to disperse her seeds so that a new generation of trees and wildflowers can grow and flourish. Spencer and Polly are reminding us that we truly need one another in order to survive.
I love that Rana writes in such a relatable way that sparks curiosity in the minds of youngsters to understand scientific concepts and acts of nature. Now, these are just two of the children's books in the Nature Speak series. The others are just as adorable and deal with volcanoes and tornadoes. Incidentally, Tamara the Tornado won a prestigious Mom's Choice Award.
Those characters are absolutely adorable, and I'm just I love this series in so many ways.
And how does the Nature Speak series help little ones, especially at this time?
Laura, as a former educator and someone who has truly dedicated her entire life to educating and enriching the lives of children, Rana is sharing her Nature Speak series in the hopes of teaching science topics that are currently found in the school curriculum in a fun, simplified, and engaging way. So if you're a preschool, kindergarten, or elementary teacher, if you're a librarian or a parent and are wishing to share a beautifully illustrated series of picture books to help the little one in your life learn and reinforce their knowledge about abstract concepts such as the water cycle process and natural disasters, then the Nature Speak series is for you. Exciting adventures and new growth await children who enjoy this series.
Find your copies of the Nature Speak series at Rana's official website and at Amazon.com. And to book a virtual author visit, connect with Rana at the platforms listed on your screen. And to learn more about PR from the Heart and John's work on behalf of children's authors and children here in San Diego, visit prfromtheheart.com. John, we thank you so much for sharing these delightful reads and wonderful educational tools for youngsters.
Thank you so much again for your time, Laura.
And we thank you for joining us on San Diego Living. We'll see you next time.